All right. Let's see if we can get through as many of these as possible. Wow, there are a lot of them, and I'm feeling hyped. Got an appointment early in the morning, cardiologist. But let's go ahead and see, as I said, try to get through as many of these as possible. I'm going to see about doing a speed round of at least 3 videos each. Because, the link's in the description below. Let's go ahead and do this.
Guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, an article titled Tinder and the Dawn of the Dating Apocalypse. As romance gets swiped from the screen, some 20-somethings aren't liking what they see. And a big shout out to Keith for sending me this article. And guys, what we have here is this whole article, and this is long, but it's really good and really nails it in terms of how things are today in the dating world, thanks to apps like Tinder and all that, and the impact it's had.
As I said, dating websites, dating apps, dating all of that has changed the landscape of dating, and it doesn't benefit women anymore. No, very much, because again, sample size. The men that these women, that these new wave feminists want and everything, the sample size is like less than 1%, right? Like less than a half of 1%. Because a lot of those 1% men are already taken. So, wow. But the sample size for us men, is great. It's grand for us. But, all right, keep going.
And he goes into this whole thing. It's almost like some serious investigative journalism going on here with the 20-something crowd in New York City, finding out basically the impact of Tinder and all that. And truly you're going to see how revealing this is, how it really has changed things. And this article is a few years old. So you're going to see how things were back then, and now we obviously know how things are today. And without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to see, guys, at the end of this article, 2 main things are going to be abundantly clear. Number one, that if a guy plays his cards right, he has it made. Okay? Absolutely. Has his made. And
we already know this now. We already know this. We're not desperate, and we're not having to play these stupid games anymore. Again, the sample size is gigantic from either local or worldwide, and obviously age. So yeah, we don't have to play these dumb games anymore that these women started about 5-6 years ago. We don't have to play these stupid games. So, but let's get into this.
2, essentially, long-term relationships are gone. Okay? I've been saying for a long time.
Actually, everybody's saying it now. I can't remember how old this particular video is, and I don't feel like scrolling down. But yeah, it's long-term relationships for the most part gone. Again, doesn't benefit men anymore. It doesn't. Marriages definitely don't benefit men. Having children no longer benefits men. Sorry, ladies, but this is what y'all started, and this is what what you did. The whole Me Too movement and the fake bullshit that came out of that from Madonna and all them, and most of these false accusations and everything that came out of that and stuff. What y'all did by treating all men like junk, what you did was you made us wake up. You basically force-fed us the red pill, and we woke up. Well, ladies, this is your doing.
Marriage, as we've known it in the past, is dead. And you all know why about that. I don't have to elaborate that. But also, long-term relationships are going bye-bye as well, thanks to things like this. And in the title, it talked about how some 20-somethings aren't liking this. Well, guess who isn't liking it? The women. But who also is equal?
Again, look at what happened. Who started this? The women. This all is coming about. This all came about because of the women. This all came about because of the women. Y'all did this. This is what you started. This is everything that you started. So you're just going to have to live up to what you started. So here we go. I'm sorry, I'm sharing the link right now. This link. Okay. But here we go.
into how things are today in the whole dating world because of things like Tinder and all that, women. But I'm going to go through this, guys, and this is long, so I'm just going to jump right into it now.
As I said before, to recap, not to say there aren't bad men out there. We know that. There have been bad men since the beginning of time. We know that. And the funny thing is, most of those bad men, it's literally right in, going all the way back to freaking high school. Most of the girls that I know that dated the dogs, they knew it was a dog. They knew damn well, but he's cute. Oh my God, he's got muscles and he's hot, but he's a dog. I know that, but you know, but women, what do they think? I can change him. See, most of these guys that are dogs or narcissists or things like that, most of those men, it's obvious that they are. And so it's not like you women are falling for it. It's obvious. I mean, we're all literally sitting back going, is she talking to that asshole? Everybody knows he's an asshole. And even the friend of that girl will go, yeah, she knows he's a jerk and everything. Well, then why is she talking to him? Well, because she feels that he's hot and everything. So again, women can't play stupid. Most of this bullshit, women can't play stupid because pretty much everyone knows that the guy is a fucking dog or a jerk but okay. But let's keep going. As I said, so women can't play innocent here.
I'll add my opinions and comments along the way, but you're going to see this is really nails how things are in today's world, because this is articles like 2015, 2016. So it starts off, it's a balmy night in Manhattan's financial district, and at a sports bar called Stout, everyone is Tindering. The tables are filled with young women and men who've been chasing money and deals on Wall Street all day, and now they're looking for hookups. Everyone is drinking, peering into their screens, and swiping on their faces of strangers they may have sex with later that evening.
What?
Or not. Ew, this guy is a dad bod, a young woman says of a potential match swiping left. Her friends smirk, not looking up. Tinder sucks, they say, but they don't stop swiping.
You're doing this while you're out physically. You're physically out, but you're... What the hell? Then why even bother going out then if you're just going to be online? Wow, this was 2015, 2016? What the... Wow, you young people really are fucking stupid. But whatever.
Well, of course not. No young gal is going to ever give up that free attention and validation. At a booth in the back, three handsome 20-something guys in button-downs are having beers. They are Dan, Alex, and Marty, budding investment bankers at the same financial firm which recruited Alex and Marty straight from an Ivy League campus. He says the names have been changed to protect basically the innocent.
Let me get to the story.
When asked if they've been arranging dates asked what these women are like, he shrugs. I could offer a resume, but that's about it. Works at J. Crew, senior at Parsons, blinking, this guy's got a talent. But Marty, who prefers Hinge to Tinder, is no slouch at racking up girls. He says he slept with 30 to 40 women that led to the sixth extinction.
I'm just trying to get to the juicy parts.
Another unprecedented phenomenon is taking place in the realm of sex. Hookup culture, which has been percolating for about 100 years, has collided with dating apps, which have acted like a wayward meteor on the now dinosaur-like rituals of courtship. We are in uncharted territory when it comes to Tinder, etc., says Justin Garcia, a research scientist at Indiana University's Kinsey Institute for Research of Sex.
The young people consider actual real dating and everything to be prehistoric. But then they're also the ones that are more broken. I mean, look at them. They are doing way more drugs and are like way more about getting high and all this other shit than any other generation before them. Because they are so detached from reality these days. These young people are... when the world finally just goes to freaking just pure collapse, I'm hoping I'm long gone by then.
Gender and reproduction. There have been two major transitions in heterosexual mating in the last 4 million years, he says. The first was around 10,000 to 15,000 years ago. Yeah. One study reported there were nearly 100 million people, perhaps 50 million on Tinder alone. No more elaborate profiles necessary, and no more fear of rejection. Users only know whether they've been approved, never when they've been discarded. OkCupid soon adopted the function Hinge, which allows for more information about a match's circle of friends through Facebook, and Happening, which enables
Oh my God.
Boom. The hookup culture is bound up with everything that's fabulous about being a young woman in 2012. The freedom, the confidence. But others lament that give people the impression that there are thousands or millions of potential mates out there.
The freedom, the confidence, but yet y'all are more broken than ever before? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Bus says, one dimension of this is the impact it has on men's psychology. Where there is a surplus of women, or a perceived surplus of women, the whole mating system tends to shift towards short-term dating.
Oh, there's a surplus of women. Oh, there's definitely that.
Meta word affluenza. It says Amy Watanabe, 28, the fetching tattooed owner of Sake Bar Sasasco. I can't pronounce this thing. I'm not Japanese. It said, I want to have you on all fours, it says. Going on to propose a graphic scene. I've never met this person, says Kelly.
Y'all can watch the rest of it as far as within, the grand scheme of, because the video is the link is in the description below. But let's go on and get into the second one, because I don't know where the hell he was going with that one.
All right, guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over an article titled Single Women Over 40 Reveal Their Biggest Problems in Dating. Well, spoiler alert, they're the biggest problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one article. I was just scrolling through my folder to see which ones I can delete, because they were like way past the time, like the expiration date kind of thing, and came across a group of videos. So I'm going to try, as I said, speed round of get as many into these next couple of actual videos that I do as possible. But it is insane that women are trying to play stupid when all of this started back again with the whole 2015, 2016, and the Me Too movement, and the false accusations that came out of that, and the BS that came out of that, and the third wave feminism that came out of that, and now they want to play stupid and wonder, well, where'd all the men go? Well, you chased us all off. That's where the men went.
And a big shout out to Zach for sending me this article. And guys, what we have here, this article is written by a woman. She is a female dating coach. And as it turns out, she interviewed over 300 different women above the age of 40 who were single, divorced, widowed, whatever, and asked them what their biggest problems are in the dating scene. And to no surprise, there's a never-ending laundry list of problems that they're facing, why they obviously can't find any good men. Because, of course, you know, what they all say, there are no good men out there, or where are all the good men and all that, which, of course, we know is complete nonsense, because by and large, most guys are good guys. And the guys that aren't good guys are either former good guys that have been burned so many times they're now acting like the bad boys, or
the whole MGTOW, the men going their own way. Yeah, former good boys, or just pure bad boys that have been pure bad boys. Or you have guys that were good guys that got screwed over one too many damn times that are just like, no, we're done. Or, simps, or just still good men that are like the red pill movement that were just like, no, we're done. We're done with the bullshit.
Just the guys that are naturally bad to the bone from the beginning. And I'm doing this, guys. Right. It's just a fun article to go over. It's very entertaining to see, what is said about the problems with dating and all that. And of course, you're going to see the dating coach's perspective. And she says a lot of things I'm going to have fun poking fun at. She says a few things I agree with regards to the ladies, but a lot of the things it's like, good Lord.
Anyway.
I recently asked a group of 300 single, divorced, and widowed women over age 40 what their biggest problems were in dating. I wanted to see how many struggled with the same issues. Here's what they said, followed by my insights and thoughts on how they might overcome these dating problems and attract their best relationship. Well, she's going to have her work cut out for her with all these different things, so I'm going to jump into it. So, number one, some of the very common things. One woman says, I find very few men attractive in my eyes. Very few men attractive. Now, mind you, she's over 40. So, last time I checked, you can have women in their 40s that are darn good looking for their 40s.
Right.
But they are not in no way, shape, or form like they were in their 20s. Now, in their 20s, they were, say, morbidly...
And you heard from my previous video about that woman who was in her 30s calling out the women who were younger than her, calling them freaking, like, basically hoes, you know, in their hoe phase. We got past our hoe phase. Well, yeah, but you lived through your hoe phase. Now they're living through theirs. Why you hating on their hoe phase when you literally just said you went through yours? But you hear this, that some of these men aren't good looking and everything. Wow, yeah, see what I mean? You're the problem. But men are no longer caring anymore. When I first put these videos in my today's topic folder, and some of them probably were even in my actual political folder even before moved over into my today's topic folder. So, I mean, it could have been there for a while. And in the time frame of having it in the folders before getting it to here, so many things have changed. Men are just done with the bullshit.
Obese, short hair, and dressed like crap and all that. Of course, they look vastly better than they did in their 20s. But the average, but a good-looking woman in her 40s is not going to compete with a good-looking woman in her 20s. It's just...
Exactly, from the previous video. That hater, the one in her 30s calling out the women younger than her. You're not going to compete. You could still be good-looking, but you're not going to compete as far as looks-wise with the woman that's in her 20s.
No contest. But women can still look good. However, guess what? You're 40 plus, so you shouldn't be so picky. Because after all, men are primarily, what we attract us, or what we see. So she says, I find very few men attractive in my eyes. Well, is that by our looks, our body, or simply our whole package, right? But again, I have a very hard time believing that most guys out there, in her view, aren't attracted to her. Unless she's being psychotically picky and has a diluted sense of her own self-worth. Another one. I am too old to be chasing men and tired of the games. Tired of the games. Last time I checked, and pretty much every guy that's ever dated, whether they're in their teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, and up, who are the ones that really play the games? Come on here.
Yep. Because I hate to tell you, the dogs don't even play the games. The dogs usually get the pussy just thrown at them. I've never known any of the dogs that I've known from high school on up to play games. I've never known any of them to play any games. They never needed to. The pussy was just thrown at them. So, yeah, who are the ones that are normally playing games? The women. Oh, my God, just even, I have had some women that are, oh, my God, I was just playing some little cute game. Oh, I'm not into games. What the hell are you doing? What was it? Most recently, I don't even know what the hell the game was, but it was some little joke or whatever. I didn't catch the joke because I'm really not about, like, freaking games and jokes. And it was like, I was just playing a little game. And it's like, okay. I mean, it was just immediately like, what the hell? It's like, I don't mind being cute and whatever, but little high school games, no. Just, I didn't like high school when I was in high school.
Women play the games, okay?
Yep.
Guys only start playing the games when they realize they have no other alternative but to play into a lot of this BS.
Again, dogs don't, all the dogs I've ever known didn't play games because why did they need to? They never had to play a game to get any woman when a woman literally was just throwing it at them.
And a lot of times guys do things which is interpreted as guys playing games when they're not playing games. That's just who they are. Hence, the guy may take 3 days to respond to a text, or he might blow her off at the last minute, or other typical bad boy types of behavior. He's not playing games. That's just who he is. The guys that were once nice guys and good guys that now do things like that on purpose are playing games because they realize they have to play the games because what do women do? Another one. I have a hard time finding quality prospects.
As a matter of fact, even before meeting, or not really meeting, but the girlfriend and everything. Oh yeah, there were women leading up to her that were just, I would even ask them out. And it's one of those, well, maybe if you pursue me for a little bit longer, and it's like, are you fucking serious? And then, what was it? At least two, not naming names, but at least two particular women that did that mess. And I ended up, like, this was when, not girlfriend, but just dating at this point. They asked a particular person about, well, is he still available? And it's like, well, he's kind of like, seeing someone. All of a sudden, I get these messages from this other person of, hey, spoke to so-and-so, and they're saying, hey, don't give up on me, don't give up, keep still, stay available, don't give up on me, stay available, because I'm going through some stuff, but you stay available while I figure out what I'm going through. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? No, I wasn't about to stick, considering I was being asked out all the damn time. Why the fuck am I just going to sit here and wait for you to figure out what the fuck you want to do? Again, I'm a grown man. I'm 51 years old. This ain't high school. You should already know who you are, what you want, and all these things by the time of that age, especially talking to a grown man. I'm not going to sit there and wait while you figure out. No. What kind of bullshit is that? But I'm going to stop this video here. As I said, link in the description below. Don't really need to pay attention to any more, because look at it. It's almost the same damn thing. All these stupid games and whatever of women wondering, where'd all the good men go? Well, you started it. You did it. You need to fix it. But you do realize while you're trying to fix it, we ain't going to wait for you. You need to know where you want to be. Especially when it deals with a grown man like myself. I know what I want. I know what the things I want to do. For one, I want to get through all these freaking surgeries and everything else. But once I'm pretty much through all this stuff, I want to travel. I want to experience still so many things I've yet to experience yet. And it would be nice to take someone else along for the ride for that stuff. But if it ain't somebody permanent, I've got, friends that have been like, hey, if you're single by this time and you're about to go do this, can I go with you to that? It's like, I'm into that. Can I go with you to that? And I'm not trying to be a jerk here, because I can see somebody going, well, I can't believe you're talking like that while you have a girlfriend. No, again, I am 51 years old. I'm not some little boy in high school. So, I'm sorry. This is just the way I am. I'm not saying anything. I don't even understand why anybody would take the real world as negative. Again, I'm not a child. You young people, y'all get offended and triggered by things. I'm sorry, this is the real world. This is the person that I'm with at this. If it grows from there, it grows from there. But again, I've almost died numerous times, everything else. If it doesn't move forward, I'm sorry. I can't sit and wait. I can't. I don't know what tomorrow may bring. So shoot, 6 months is a long time. 3 months is a long time to, I'm going to sit here and sulk and, and everything. And, because we broke up. But no. I'm sorry. If you're with me, I'm with you. That's all there is to it. But if we're not together, I'm not young and feeling immortal and everything, and oh my God, I've got all the time in the world. No, I'm 51 who has almost died numerous times. So no, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time goofing around with that shit. But let's go on. And I understand that somebody may end up taking what I'm saying negative, whether it's one of the subscribers or whatever. But this is the real world. I don't understand why we need to apologize for the real world. This is ridiculous. Now this piece of shit. Here we go. This is a dog, ladies. You want to know what a dog is? Even though they're, as again, a dog, you know it's a dog. It's a fucking dog. You know it's a dog. They even act like a damn dog. They're a fucking dog. How do you not know what a damn dog is? Here we go.
Bozos alone. It's hot girl time. The summer's almost around the corner. Go get you a man that just lost his baby mama. Because ain't no man in the world ready to spend money like a hurt man. He's ready to take you to the mall. He's ready to go on trips, vacate, anything to...
I mean, look, he's got tattoos on his face. Dude looks like a fucking criminal and shit. You know what, ladies? More power to you if this is the guy you're attracted to. If this is the guy you're attracted to, ladies, more power to you, and you deserve what you fucking get.
To piss his baby mama off. That man is hurt. Go cash in with me.
And listen to this piece of shit up here talking about going and finding a broken man and using him. All right, ladies, you do realize we have already red pill movement. We have and the MGTOW movement of the men going their own way. We're already off the boat. We're already off the boat. The men that are left are simps. Ladies, if that's what you want is a simp or a dog like this, those two, a fucking simp, you know, a wussy ass mama boy simp or a dog, ladies, more power to you.
Mr. Heartbroken and leave these fucking bozos alone. Because single fathers is tricks on the low. But what do I know? You men think you got one up on women. You better relax, King, before she posts that man's arm and you go into cardiac arrest.
The hell does it
You
even
got all
mean?
these bozos on Instagram. So, yo, men don't do this and men don't do that and blah, blah, blah. And I bet you if she posts a man's arm, you're going to be at her door crying because you don't tell the bros about that. You entertaining multiple women. Cool, that's normal. Make sure you entertain multiple men in your Cash App and your Zelle. I mean, he ain't your man, he ain't paying all the bills. So why not let other men entertain you? I ain't say you had to go on a date with these bozos. It's a hot girl summer. F that. There's plenty of men out here that's not gonna give a f about him. They still gonna Cash App you. They still gonna say, and they gonna beat it up. They don't care. Only the broken. Have a good day.
What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Reviews and Reviews. Back in here with one more video. Guys, now I will say before getting started with this video, this particular reaction that I'm going to do, this probably compilation reaction that I'm going to do, I had no intentions on doing this. Why? Well, I took a look at this gentleman's account because you guys were sending me this on my Instagram. You wanted me to talk about it. But I wasn't going to do it because I looked at a couple of the videos and the first thing I said to myself was, oh, this guy is on another level of pander. And listen, here's the thing too, is that, you know, we talk about pandering in this particular sector. Usually Derek Jackson's name has come up before. And, you know, through seeing the way that Derek Jackson has represented himself, but it was more like an undercover panderer. You understand what I'm saying? Right, like you could tell that the man is smart, so he can put little smooth, slick shit in there in order to try to make it seem like this guy right here just unabashedly is pandering to a whole nother level to increase his clout, increase his social media presence, and probably also to get butt at the end of the day.
But as I said, ladies, if that's the kind of man that you're attracted to, the guy that literally is sounding like a looking and sounding like a pit bull, a dog. If that's the kind of guy you're attracted to, ladies, more power to you. Stay away from us.
I'm sure that his DMs is probably popping off because the things that he's saying, there's no evidence that he does any of these.
And let me tell you something, ladies. Y'all may sound all nice and y'all may, oh yeah, that's the kind of guy we want. You know, again, that's when you're young. That's when you're young. Y'all talk all that shit. Wait until you reach your 40s. The woman in her 30s was already like, oh snap. She was already like, oh shit, you know, we got to compete with the women in their 20s. And then you had the previous video from this series, this video of the women in their 40s. Y'all keep playing again, we don't care. We don't care anymore. We're done. We're done playing your games. So again, if y'all want to keep wasting your time with the guy that's in this video, not my boy MTR, but the other guy that's in there, if you want to keep playing around with the guys like that, either the simps or the dogs, more power to you, ladies. The thing is, you better hope we don't know you. Because if we know who you are, we will spread, just like y'all spread that information about a dog, which is funny. Because even though when girls know a guy is a dog, their girlfriends will still date that dog after they dated him. But for women, oh no. Once we know what that you are a female dog, once we know that you are all about the game and all that stuff, oh no. That word spreads around and we avoid you. That's the reason why there are all these videos of where all the men at. That's why there are all these videos, because we don't mess around with you anymore.
Things to women within his life, on at least on his profile. What I tell you guys before, year 2021 is year of the receipts. So let's just go in there, because you guys are probably like, what are you talking about, MCR? Let's just get active. Let's go right in. Without further ado.
Look, I don't know who need to hear this, but you ain't cash at that girl all f***ing week, King. You ain't sending no money, you ain't sell her, you ain't paying no bills, no car note, no rent.
Let me tell you something. Unless you are actually my wife, I ain't paying shit for you. Screw you. Now, I understand there might be a particular person that may come on here and go, well, I bought you stuff and everything else. Well, and I've talked about this in a couple of my other videos. I didn't ask this woman to buy me a damn thing. The one thing that I have asked her for, I've been paying her back for that. Anything else that she ever got me? Oh no. As a matter of fact, she would get mad when I wouldn't let her buy me stuff. So I dare that girl to come on here and try to talk smack, because I got those receipts, as in, witnesses, text messages, screenshot, all that shit. So no, I haven't used anyone on my end. But I'm sorry, I'm not playing that game unless you're like my actual wife or something. I ain't paying no damn car note for you or anything like that. Again, the sample size for single men is huge as far as the ladies being out there. So we don't need to play that game. So listening to this dumbass about, oh, well, if he ain't Cash App you or nothing like that, just bump that fool. Okay. And he'll probably go get some woman from Thailand or the Philippines or somewhere else. As in, black women say, where are the black men at? Well, the black men ain't playing your fucking games. Men aren't playing your games, period, anymore.
No, nothing. Do not text her to ask her to go to dinner, to come to the club, to link up, or to pull up. It's over for you. Try again next week.
Okay. So you guys already see where this is going. So you can't text her to go out to dinner that you're probably going to pay for. You can't text to go out to the club, which you're probably going to support her cover fee as well as drinks and stuff like that, because you have not cashed her money for her car note and money for her rent throughout the week. Okay. Now, me, I look at a
even if I had lotto money, I wouldn't be fucking doing that for anyone. Period. Unless you were actually like my wife. So, I may buy gifts or something, but to actually like be paying your bills and shit like that without you being my wife? Oh hell no. Oh no. Now if it's borrowing and I'm paying it back, or you're paying it back or something like that, we could do that, because we friends even do that. Family does that. But if it's all about supporting you, but we're not spouses, you know.
A video like this and I'm just like, oh, new panderer of the week. But let's look at some of the comments in this, all right? Yes, I had to drop here goes those that just jump on to the particular message and then associate the unaccountability in their life to whatever he is saying. And that's really what it is, okay? That's really what it is. That's how anybody can create a platform about anything. Because what happens is that you get these content creators that can have a gift of gab. They could be good in front of a camera, and they could speak in pure and utter generalities. So you get people that look at their content and take the good out of it, or at least the things out of it that pertains to the particular light that paints them in a dominant position, or paints the other person that they were dealing with in a recessive position. and loses sight out on things such as, well, what can you contribute to that dude? Because all that this does is just promotes pure and utter unaccountability. It's a one-way street. It's all about what have you done or what can you do for me lately? And if you go into these comments, you see how real that it gets. All right. I sent this to everyone demanding me to answer my texts. Oh, did you, Fancy Mars? I'm sure that worked. Okay. Big facts. Carmen Deluxe with her cheeks poking out in the profile picture. Laughing my butt off. These ninjas pressed right now. They hate to see a man want to put them up on game.
No, I don't give a shit. That motherfucker don't represent me. He don't pay my bills. He don't do none of that shit. You do realize I ain't looking for a hoe. I'm looking for a good woman. So if this is what, again, ladies, that you find this attractive, this piece of shit, this dog right here, you're a hoe. And no good man wants to fucking put up with you. Only simps put up with you. So, no. Not dealing with any of that shit. So yeah, I dare anybody try to bullshit with me. Well, I could get someone else. Well, then you go, girl. I wasn't looking anyway. I'm not desperate, you know. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now. I was doing this. When I got over my bullshit with the ex-wife and everything, I was already in that position. I was already in that mindset of, well, I ain't chasing you. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm already set in my ways. It's like, and I've had women, well, you're going to be single. Really? I get asked out all the time. Well, I meant relationship-wise. Men aren't really even looking for relationships anymore. I tried explaining that to her, this friend of mine, years ago. I tried explaining that to her. It's like, men aren't even looking for relationships anymore. What the hell are you talking about? But, oh, they're learning now. Oh, they're learning. All these women, look at everything that's coming out online and everything now. Where are the men at? Where are the men at? I'm over 35. Where are the men at? I'm over 40. Where are the men at? Well, you know where we're at? We went away from you. Y'all want to play the games. Y'all want to be stupid. Y'all want to do... We're done. We don't have to deal with any of that mess anymore. Even if we don't want a relationship, there's still women to go out on dates with. So we don't have to play the rat race or the game because it doesn't bother us. Again, to finish up this video, getting older doesn't bother men. We get more distinguished. My older brother looking like fucking Denzel and shit. You know? So, I mean, my dad, I mean, yes, he smoked and he drank and everything, but he was a damn good looking man. So, and I'm sorry, I got the genetics to look young for a pretty good amount of time, and I do take care of myself without the smoking and drinking and everything else. I take care of my skin. Y'all see any damn wrinkles? I'm 51 fucking years old. Well, I'm loving the gray, but look at my head. I got a few gray hairs, but the rest of it is straight up me. So I don't need, we get more distinguished. Y'all are the ones that, oh my God, I'm getting older and look at the gray and oh my God, I got it down here and yeah, we don't have to worry about any of that shit. So y'all want to play these games that this dumbass is playing. Y'all want to be hoes and play that rat race, ladies, and I use that term loosely. You do realize, and when the ones I'm talking to when it comes to this dumbass are in their 20s, maybe early 30s. Because when they get around that mid-30s and up, obviously guys like this ain't interested in you no more because they got more young girls to deal with. What is it? Fast Times at Ridgemont High? We keep getting older and those girls they basically stay the same age. As long as they're legal, and men know getting older, they look more distinguished. Men already know this. So men like this could play the game for a very long damn time because those young hoes will always stay the same. By the time those young hoes reach 30, it'll be another group of young hoes, 18 and up. So again, you ladies, you keep wanting to mess around with these fucktards. It doesn't bother us. It only hurts you. Like the video of the woman in her 30s wondering, where the men at? We got to compete with these younger girls. Well, maybe you should have thought of that. But I'm going to finish this video right here. I may end up doing another speed round video. Yes, you know what? I'll do another speed round video because I'm worked up over this. Because, I mean, people may say, you sound angry. And I'm like, no, I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about women being stupid. I'm passionate about trying. I have been that good man ever since I was a teenager. Never was a simp. Oh, hell no. Because my mother would have never have allowed that fucking shit. So I never was a simp. I was always just a good man. But I was always the one that the girls would come cry on their shoulder. Did I ever date or mess with those girls when they would come cry on my shoulder? Did I ever take advantage of them? No. Because again, I was a good man. Even if they wanted me to date them, I would say, nope, because you literally are crying over my shoulder over this piece of shit. You're only saying that now because it's like, we've known each other for years, and, through junior high and high school and everything. You've always been a good friend. You've always been a good man. Why is it that we never hooked up? Because you were always into the dumbasses. That's why we never hooked up. Well, maybe we should talk about it now. No. When you're over that joker and then you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But right now, I'm not going to be that guy that's going to be on the rebound or take advantage of you or any. I'm not doing that. I knew that when I was a freaking teenager, I knew that. So definitely being 51 years old, yeah, I definitely know that bullshit. One of my exes from junior high, high school, she ended up this was many years ago. Why didn't we ever stay together? And I was like, because all you ever did was cheat on me. That's all you ever did. Well, yeah, but we were young, and you were wanting to settle down, but we were still in high school, and I still wanted to fool around. And I'm like, well, then you answered your own question of why. But in the end, why did it stop? Why did it stop? Because even your own family, even your own brothers got sick of you cheating on me and treating me like shit and being like a dumbass taking your fucking ass back. And they told me that you were still cheating, and I said, that's it, I'm finally done. I said, that's what happened. Well, so you mean we could have got back together? At what point? At what point could we have gotten back together? With me, what? Still being a dumbass at that point, technically with her, being a fucking simp? Well, I was never really a simp because I still was dating. I would just end up breaking up with that girlfriend and taking her. I was stupid. I wasn't a simp. I was stupid. I'm telling y'all, this, as the earlier video pointed out about the whole dating game scene and Tinder and all this other shit and everything else, relationships are going to get worse. All of this whole mess is going to get, the dating game is going to become, it's going to become like the Hunger Games. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And we're smart because we already got out. But, all right, ladies, y'all do you. I'm out on this one.